No one knows the reason why he's removed Liverpool from his thingy bob. He's not putting in a transfer request or anything like that. He's just pissed off at the moment. And hey, listen, man, be pissed off, man.
So are we feeling sorry for Mo now? Is this what we're doing? Feeling sorry for Mo?
I'm not feeling sorry for him. He's played crap.
No, well, last season, Phil Foden had a stinky in the season, and you all crying saying, "Oh, you can't do it, and you can't do it." Hold on, Phil Foden won the league the season before and got PFA Player of the Year before we start.
We're comparing a 34-year-old.
No, we're not comparing
year in year out Salah versus a prime Phil Foden, who should be literally after all of the guidance of David Silva, all of the guidance from Bernardo Silva, all of the
said Foden got
looking after and moving into gradually looking and moving him into that lovely Manchester City team, and you ask for him to put the team a little bit on his back and he disappears.
He had a bad season, but your energy last season was different. Now you're licking Mo Salah's ass.
Because Foden's in his prime and Salah's a 34-year-old man. That's the difference.
Beyond that,
we can't do that. We can't do that.
Beyond that,
yeah, you just made yourself look a right prick.
No.
You know why?
You haven't.
Mo Salah just got a new contract at 400 odd grand a week.
That doesn't change his body, bro. And I'm not even making. Yes, he should. But what I'm saying to you, what I've said is that you have to understand that if his legs have gone, no amount of money that he's getting paid is going to change that. And if his legs have gone, it's going to take a while for him mentally to accept that and to alter his game to more of a supporting cast for the rest of the attackers, which is what he has to do. Now, all of that physical element that we're talking about, which is very real, whether people want to hear it or not, he is a 33-year-old winger. In comparison to Foden, who's in his prime, he's been looked after. His minutes has been delicately managed at Manchester City since he broke through. He's never had to play on a stupid Saka level basis. He's had all of these guys that have fed him, David Silva, De Bruyne, etc., etc. To make that comparison is so ridiculous. I'm not having it. And I know Saeed's going to pile on here because he's a Man United fan and he wants to stick it on Salah. If we're just serious for a second, don't be comparing. Hold on. Don't be comparing Salah, who's had world-class season after world-class season after world-class with fucking Phil Foden. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
We can't just say this fell off on that.
Turn your camera off. Have a word with yourself in the corner. You've just
ridiculous. You've lost your mind, Steve. Steve, you've lost it, mate. You've lost it. You've lost it, mate.
No.
You fucking lost it.
The Foden stuff is so funny as well because we're here saying Mo Salah has played bad. Nobody here is saying Mo Salah hasn't played bad. We're saying he's played bad. The point Matisse was making wasn't that Mo Salah isn't playing bad. We've criticized Salah regularly throughout the season because he's been terrible. But guess what? When we tried to have these conversations with Phil Foden last season, who was arguing against it?
No, I was sticking up for my player.
No.
When we arguing against it, I was sticking up for my player.
See, there you go again. When we were talking about how poor Phil Foden was at the World Cup, who was arguing?
Not talking about the World Cup. Not talking about the World Cup.
When we spoke about how, because Phil Foden he stank at the World Cup, then he stank for pretty much the entire season. We're in October now. At this stage last year, when we were bringing up Phil Foden's form, you were arguing against it. So now you can't then say, oh, it's one rule for Mo Salah and it's a different rule for Phil Foden. No, because when we were trying to bring up Phil Foden's form, you weren't having it.
No, I said to you, after the season Phil Foden just won the league and the PFA Player of the Year, is entitled to have an off season. You've just said after what Mo Salah has done at Liverpool is entitled to have an off season.
I didn't say that.
Exactly the fucking same.
I didn't say that, and I don't think that's what Matisse said.
Come on,
I don't think that's what Matisse said.
Salah's got a catalogue of 7-8 seasons on the bounce. Phil Foden had one, and they're at completely different ages. Steve.
Phil Foden had one.
Steve, he's had one world-class season. Okay. Yes, one world-class season.
Okay.
Don't lie, Steve. And if it was De Bruyne at 34 tailing off, you'd be exactly the same. You'd say, how are you going to criticize De Bruyne for tailing off?
He's been playing in the Manchester City team. He's been playing in a Manchester City team that won the treble and four in a row. But he's only had one world-class season.
Here we go with the treble. Here we go with the treble.
Let me talk. Hold on a minute, right? So you're telling me you're not a good player, right?
I didn't say he was a good season.
Hold on a minute. So if he's not having good seasons, how is he getting in that team?
I said he's not having world-class seasons. World-class
seasons.
All right. But hold on. But Mo Salah has had 6 or 7 world-class seasons and won fuck all. There you go.
Well, yeah, because yes.
There you go.
Spoiler alert: winning a trophy is not
Phil
determined
Foden.
by one player.
Big up Phil
Winning a
Walter
trophy is
Foden.
determined by
Keep it going, son.
20-odd players. It's not determined by one player. Stop it.
All
You
right.
know better than that. Stop it.
Liverpool's
You
the one.
know better than
Liverpool
that.
just the one
You know
player.
better than that. Stop it.
Liverpool, they got 10 bums and Mo Salah. Liverpool, yeah. 10 bums and Mo Salah. Is that what we're saying?
This is
you're
nasty work.
You're not.
This is nasty.
You want pile on a young
Anyway.
kid? Phil Foden. You want pile on
You're
a
a
young
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 kid.
kid. He's like
young
20
kid.
years
My whole
old.
fucking team's young. That didn't stop you.
26 years old. He's like 26.
He's not a young kid anyway. He's 25, but still.
Still fucking young. He's 25. He's not 34.
He's not 34.
I know you're 25 old. You guys are more confused than fucking Toby on a night out on the fucking Blue Oyster Bar.
How did we even get here?
I can't believe it.
Grizz, where did you land?
Grizz, where you at, man?
No,
Like, you wanted to say something.
Nothing, man. I'm just.
No, because for me, it's like I don't like the energy in it because we were all eulogizing Mo Salah at the end of last season, and now he's all of a sudden he's finished and he's washed.
I don't think he is. He's playing.
You need to
know what I mean? That's what I'm gonna say. You have to keep the same energy. You feel me?
I don't think he's finished because his physical powers aren't fading. He's literally playing shit. He's missing the target.
We have to keep it as that.
Okay, Saeed, me and Tobes have already said multiple times on this show and on the mob when we do watch-alongs, Salah's playing like shit. But I'm not gonna say every single show.
He's always been
Salah's
playing like that
shit.
though. When you really deep it, bro.
No, he hasn't.
Okay,
You liar. No, he hasn't.
If anyone could take the heat of Steve,
hold on. Joshua fucking squirt.
Brother, look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Relax, bro.
Relax.
What's going on here?
Yo, calm down, bro. No, bro.
You guys about
See what giddiness does.
Brother, can I land my point? Bro?
Matt said he's been doing that the whole time.
Oh my days, bro.
Let's be honest though, yeah. Salah is not someone that you watch here that you say, oh, I'm expecting him to go skip past that one and aesthetically, like he's amazing. He's not, bro, but he's a goal machine. He's a natural finisher, bro. So when you say Matisse, but you've been looking at him, you've been saying he's not been the same. But I don't look for Salah for enjoyment. I just see him as a absolute finisher, bro, and that's it. So what are we doing here?
You're talking out your ass because
How am I?
You know why you're talking out your ass?
Yeah, we've always looked at Salah as a goal machine. Yes or no? Have you looked at Salah anything but that? Yes or no?
He's not
an Ajax player. That's it.
Yeah, but nobody is talking about aesthetics. Mo Salah is playing shit. He's not playing good passes. He's not playing good crosses. He's not hitting the target. He's not beating guys. He's not carrying the ball forward. He's not making good decisions with the ball. These are things that Mo Salah has always been able to do well, irrespective of aesthetics. There's a reason why he's rated how he's rated. So when you're talking about aesthetics, you're bringing in an angle that nobody is even speaking about. Nobody cares about aesthetics.
But we're not. What I'm trying to say to you is that in the past, though, let's be honest, though, there's been games where he's been poor, but yet you know what? He's scored a few goals and it's masked the performance. Yes or no? Are we lying to ourselves here?
Of course there has.
Are we lying to ourselves here?
Of course, but that's what.
So now what's happened now? The goals have dried up. That's it. The goals have dried up and he's just showing for what he is. That's it.
No, I don't think so.
Simple as that.
Even when he does play poorly and score, we'd still come here, especially you, and we'd call it and we say he played poorly. Yes or no?
Yes, of course.
But then you've also seen him play well in games. Yes,
no, but I'm not denying that we've not seen qualities in Salah, but I just don't like the energy from you lot. I'm not saying particularly you, Toby, but the talk right now is that, you know what, he's fallen off, he's over, he's finished. When yet last season, everybody was talking about Mo Salah, give him the plaudits, give him his ratings. You're saying in a couple of months, he's fell off, he's finished, he ain't the guy anymore. Come on, bro. We can't have that conversation.
He's 34 and he's got his knees, he's been playing on the wing, poor Mo
yeah,
Salah.
Bro, that's it.
But he's got Bupa medical insurance. He's not going down the pit every week. He's fucking mining.
He's in bad form. He needs to be subbed, and it is what it is. Yes, last season he was playing brilliantly. Cool. Credit where it's due. But now just keep the energy. He's playing bad. Let's not do this over-analysis.
No one said he was playing well. I literally said to Grizz, this is how it all started, should Chiesa start ahead of Salah? That doesn't mean I think Salah's playing well. If I'm talking about Chiesa starting in a front three with Ekitike and Gakpo and Salah being on the bench, that tells you all you need to know about what we think of Salah's performances. What I'm saying is that let's not try to pretend like 33 years old is not around about the time for someone like him to drop off, and he's got enough of a body of work where a drop off, regardless of the wage, the body does what it wants, and it's more than understandable if the drop off has just arrived now. And yes, you can say you've foreseen it maybe a few months ago with the performances, but he's covering it with the GA. I'm just saying, let's not bring Phil Foden into this conversation because that's crazy.
Yeah, I'm not involved in that one.
It wasn't about comparing players. It was about the energy. So Phil Foden can come off the back of a treble and four in a row, and he's not entitled to have one down season because apparently it's the end of the world. But Mo Salah, who's got the standards up here, who's got a new contract, he's allowed to do it because he's old and his knees have gone. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Absolutely. He's talking out your fucking ass.
He can have a down season, but what we don't want is you pretend.
Oh, you muted.
Yeah, you're waffling.
Yeah, you absolutely can't compare Foden and Salah.
Yeah,
no one is. No one is.
No, you did because you're comparing the energy, and the energy is distributed differently for different players. I'm not going to have the same energy. Yeah, and rightly so. I'm not going to have the same energy for someone. I'm not going to have the same energy.
Foden won all those 4 trophies by himself.
I'm not going to have the same energy for.
That's a Tottenham fan speaking. You don't know about
Phillip. No. I'm just asking a question. Foden won those trophies by himself. Nothing to do with.
No, he didn't. No, when did they say that? When did they say that?
Nothing to do with Rodri. Nothing to do with
every single player that wins the
like you say.
Steve, so I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That is a Tottenham fan talking absolute shit about trophies he knows nothing about. That's
Steve,
like
I know nothing about. You keep citing these trophies as if Phil Foden won them by himself.
No one said he won it by himself, but Phil Foden was not part of the team that won 4 in a row in the treble. Was he not part of a team that did Calvin
Phillips win?
Hold on, did Phil Foden contribute to them trophies?
Yes, he did.
So he's got the medals, and so what's your point?
My point is, when we're talking about Mo Salah,
what is your fucking point here at all?
Tobes,
you're interrupting me. You're not even letting me make my point.
Tobes, let him answer this. Did Calvin Phillips win the treble? Because I just need to check.
He did. And Jack Grealish.
So why don't you mention Calvin Phillips then?
Yeah.
Let's just go through the whole treble winning team.
See what I mean? That just shows exactly how fucking immature and stupid you
are. You don't. Now it's
so you're selecting which treble winners you want to talk about. You don't want to talk about the whole
comparing. So are you comparing Phil Foden to Calvin Phillips now?
I'm saying Calvin Phillips is allowed to have an off season because he won the treble. That's all I'm saying.
No, he didn't.
That's all I'm saying.
So are you comparing Calvin Phillips to Phil Foden now?
I'm comparing Calvin Phillips to any midfielder who doesn't have a treble, mate. That's what
Let
I'm
me
comparing.
Tell you this, yeah? This is not
any guy who ain't got a treble. Calvin Phillips is better than Declan Rice. He's better than Declan Rice because he's got a treble and Declan Rice.
That's how it works,
right? That's where it is.
No one said that.
That's where it is.
That's how you paint it.
Phil Foden, who won them trophies, was part of the team, who contributed, who won PFA Player of the Year twice. He's not allowed a bad season because Calvin Phillips won the treble.
Do you know what's so funny? Phil Foden is allowed a bad season. But what is hilarious is until he was literally blammed to dust and was playing so shit that you couldn't ignore it, you were denying it for the longest. You came on this show and you said, no, he's not playing shit. He's not playing shit.
No, you're lying.
Things.
No, you didn't. You're lying. What I said was,
I'm not lying.
Yeah, he's fucking miles off it, but I'm not going to criticize him because he's got credit in the bank. He played absolute dog shit. Right. So what I'm saying is, us City fans do not pile on to him after what he's achieved for us. He had a season away. He's come back this season. He's looking back to his best. End of story. But what I'm not going to listen to is excuses for Mo Salah, the greatest player of all, the Egyptian king, the 7-part documentary on Discovery Channel bullshit, because he's 34, he's got a bad hip, and he's having a bit of a wobble. I'm not having that. Same energy. That's what I'm saying.
Let me do the Liverpool super chats. Let me do the Liverpool super chats to get some predictions in there. We passed an hour on the clock.
Steve's a legend, man.
Steve's killed me.
I see, man.
Oh, fucking hell, man.